Hey Canucks fans, finally it is Canucks game day. The Canucks kick off their regular season by hosting the Calgary Flames at Rogers Arena in a few hours. I'm so excited to be going to the game. I'll be up in Encore, a tough life I know, so I won't be able to come down and meet people. We will save a meet and greet meetup for Thanksgiving Monday's game against the St. Louis Blues, and that'll be right after my 24-hour live stream. I hope and pray that I will still be awake enough to watch that game. But let's worry about Monday. On the weekend, let's talk about tonight's game. Home opener for the Vancouver Canucks. Calgary Flames actually already kicked off their season yesterday by beating the Edmonton Oilers in a shootout, which was pretty surprising. So in terms of Calgary's lineup, probably the same lineup. I don't think they had any major injuries, but I expect to see Cooley in net instead of Dustin Wolf. Wolf started yesterday and played through overtime and the shootout, and they had travel, although it was light travel. It was still travel. They got in late, so I expect to see Devin Cooley in net for Calgary. But who cares about Calgary? Let's talk about the Vancouver Canucks. This is how the Vancouver Canucks will line up. This is how they've practiced for the past couple days, and this is what we'll see on the ice tonight. Up front, Elias Pettersson between Jake DeBrusk and Brock Besser. There's our top line. They're going to be tasked with doing a lot of the damage. And at least tonight's a home game because away they're going to be facing tough matchups, both defensive centers and top D pairings. But tonight they're home. We get to dictate the changes. So let's see what PD, Besser, and DeBrusk can do. Our second line is Philip Hedl, Connor Garland, and Arshdeep Bains. Hedl has looked good throughout preseason, healthy. Garland, we can count on a good workmanlike performance from him. And Arshdeep Bains, a lot of anticipation, a lot of hope that he has a really good season this year. Our third line is the youngsters, and the old guy is Braden Coots, Jonathan Lekkerimäki, and Evander Kane. This line is very intriguing. You got Kane bringing some veteran leadership and doing all the crashing and banging. And then you have two youngsters who've shown a lot of chemistry together. And I think the biggest story over the next month of the season will be, will Braden Coots stick around on this roster past his 9-game audition or his first 9 games? We will see, of course, as soon as he plays that 10th game, it triggers his ELC, year number 1, and there's certain advantages and disadvantages to doing that. And our fourth line, we have Atu Ratu between Kiefer Sherwood and Drew O'Connor. Some size, some speed, some grit on that line, so hopefully they'll be able to hold their own tonight. On the extra is Linus Karlsson. He will likely be the healthy scratch, and Teddy Bluger is injured, not on IR, but not available to play tonight. So 14 forwards, of course, only 12 of them dress. On D, you have your typical top 4 of Quinn Hughes with Philip Hronik, Marcus Pettersson with Tyler Myers, and then a pairing that we saw wind up the season last year, Derek Forbort on the left. Well, that was until Derek Forbort got hurt. So they didn't end off the season, but they played together a little bit last year. Derek Forbort on the left and defenseman Elias Pettersson on the right, playing on his offside. Not the easiest to do so, but he's shown a high hockey IQ. He's shown a great compete level. So maybe of all the guys on the roster, all the lefties, he's the most versed or the most able to play the right side. Our extra defenseman is Victor Mancini, called up a couple days ago with the injury to Pierre-Olivier Joseph, who's on IR. So Mancini is the extra defenseman. And then, of course, we have Thatcher Demko in net, backed up by Kevin Lankinen. So what do we expect, Canucks fans? I've been talking about my live stream how I always predict Canucks win a 4-2 until it actually happens. And most of you are fine with it, but a few are like, no, give me an actual real prediction as well. I will. Canucks 4-2 for this season opener, not just because it's my favorite score. I think it's a realistic score as well. I think Demko shouldn't let in more than 2 goals, and I think we should score more than 3. So I'm going Canucks 4-2 as my score prediction, and I won't do that every single game, but I'm going to do that for the home opener at least. And then I have Evander Kane scoring the first goal of the season for the Canucks, and if it's not him, I'll go Braden Coots as my number 2, and I'll go Elias Pettersson as my third choice. So Evander Kane is my pick for top goal, not top, but the first goal scored tonight for the Vancouver Canucks. Canucks will be wearing their black skate jerseys. They'll be paying homage to the 30th anniversary of playing games at Rogers Arena, then GM Place. I believe their first game was against the Calgary Flames too, so that there's that connection. I'm sure they'll be having a lot of nostalgic bits throughout the night. We will also see a new opening video for the Vancouver Canucks, and we will also see player introductions and a lot of other things. So there have been so many obviously I'm excited. I hope you're excited. I'm trying to contain my excitement as I think about the game I'll be watching and the good food I'll be eating and the unlimited Pepsi I'll be drinking. But enough about that. But we haven't seen a Canucks game since April, right? So May, June, July, August. It has been basically exactly half a year, 6 months. That's what happens when you don't make the playoffs. So it's been a long off season, but an off season, not a lot of activity. And I think more importantly, going into the season, there's going to be less noise around the team. I think the biggest issue is what's Quinn Hughes going to do, but we can't even worry about that until July the 1st. And I'm kind of happy that I see McDavid and Kyle Connor and others re-signing with their original teams, because it gives me hope that Quinn Hughes will choose to do so as well. But let's worry about that in July. Let's focus on tonight and some of the questions that are burning in our minds will start to get answered tonight. How healthy is Thatcher Demko going to be? How healthy is Philip Hedl going to be? Is Elias Pettersson truly back? He's been saying the right things. Actions speak louder than the words. Let's see how he does on the ice. Will he be able to have chemistry with Jake DeBrusk, who had a decent year last year despite Pettersson's struggles? Brock Besser, newly signed to an extension. What is he going to do for us? How are the youngsters going to do? Braden Coots and Jonathan Lecker-Mackey. How's DPD going to do on D? How's our D going to look with a full season of Marcus Pettersson and Elias Pettersson, the two Petterssons on defense? And of course, how dominant is Quinn Hughes going to be? So many cool questions, so many neat storylines to explore, and it's just day one, game one tonight. I'll be live streaming tonight after the game. Usually I go at 11, but because it's home opener, because I got to drive a couple people home, I'm set it for 11:15. So you can go there now and rack up your experience points. But I'll be live streaming tonight once I get home at 11:15 p.m. right here on this YouTube channel. So hopefully you can join me. And then of course, tonight I'll be recapping the game, talking about my experience at Rogers Arena, and then looking ahead to this weekend's 24-hour live stream that starts Sunday at 12 noon Pacific. I can't wait for you guys to join me. It's going to be an amazing weekend. Give me your score prediction. Give me your first Canucks goal scorer. I got Vancouver Canucks 4-2. I got Evander Kane scoring my first goal. Shout out to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate, Gassy Jack Art, and Mulligan Golf Company. Thanks to legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Line Change, legendary Carol Bovenlander, legendary Brian Blingy, legendary Andrew Chang, and to Hall of Fame and franchise members as well. Thanks to all of you for your support, and thanks to all of you for watching, liking, and subscribing. On the way out, subscribe, like the video. You can leave a tip if you want. And most importantly, give me a score prediction and give me a prediction for first Canucks goal scorer. Whether you're at the game or whether you're watching at home, I hope you enjoy yourself tonight. I hope we watch a Canucks win. And I hope that you join me at 11:15 tonight, right here on this YouTube channel for my post-game live stream where I will break it all down. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. God bless, and go Canucks go.